my hoodlums, hooligans, knuckleheads, players and pimps, slaves and simps, hoes and freaks, nerds and geeks, strippers and tippers, thugs and gorillas, soldiers and kings, goddesses and queens, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, niggas and bitches, and you sophisticated motherfuckers alike. Welcome to Hip Hop Niggas Back.
Into the third, fourth quarter going all in. Too many phony people round, one call me friend. You niggas can get the pressure, gon' tell me when. I die for my niggas talking any sense.
And today, I have a gentleman that I interviewed about 2 years ago. Damn it, I'm gonna say I'm probably almost close to the day.
Right.
VIP Gutter. Hey, how you doing, big bro?
Good, man.
Good?
Yeah,
Man, it's good to see you, man. You know, we did the joint a couple years ago with me and you and the dude live and all that.
Right.
Whatever.
Right.
Man, you been getting busy, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You been getting busy. Last year, I want to say through the quarantine, you put out 3 projects.
Yeah. Yeah.
You put out 3 projects, and I'll be honest, I listened to all of them. I did. I've been digging in on this brother. I'm gonna say this. Yo, how many albums have you put out since you started? I won't get to the beginning of your shit, but how many total projects have you put out since you first ever put out a project? It was probably a CD back in the day.
Well, if you say that, you gotta go back to my unruly days when I was J Child. I had a different rap name. So I'm gonna say albums, not mixtapes, because mixtapes is a whole different thing. Albums, a good 13.
Good 13 albums. Now with mixtapes, you probably got 30. I'm just, cause I'm going through. I'm like, yo, this nigga catalog is crazy.
And all my stuff not even up on streaming. I'm in the process.
Yeah, I know it ain't.
Everything back up.
I know it ain't, cause it stopped at a point. And I'm like, nah, yo.
This is my 10 year. This actually my 10-year anniversary since I've been VIP Gutter. My first album, VIP Gutter, self-titled.
So VIP Gutter 10 years now.
Yeah.
And the other one was J Child.
J Child.
Okay, Now we gonna rewind this motherfucker. Yo, what was the first song or anything hip hop you ever heard, yo, that just made you like, what is this? I want more of this. It made you an ultimate fan. This is like probably one of your favorite songs to this fucking day.
All right, and it's crazy that I'm speaking on this, man, for everything that's going on right now. Like, God bless the dead for DMX.
Okay.
But you remember?
Hey, God bless X.
The first album he had.
It's Dog and Hell is Hot.
It was a song on there called ATF.
Yeah, boom, 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 open the door. ATF. Yeah.
So this is when I was in a rap group. I was young then. What is it, 98?
98.
Yeah, I was young. So I was in a rap group. I probably was like 15.
Okay.
Going right here at this high school.
Going right here, we in front of Carver. Over here on Benlow, what's it, Benlow Pressman?
Pressman and Benlow.
Yeah.
So yeah, ATF, right? So I ain't had an instrumental. I'm rapping over the beat. Me and my man.
With him rapping on it.
Yeah, but the beat was so hard, it captivated me. And you know, that's the first time I ever felt a chill from listening to music. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I knew it was something there. Like every time I got that feeling, like the Bruce Leroy glow, that's the only way I can describe it. That's what it feel like. So like I got that feeling like chills, my head still up in the back of my neck type of feeling.
Okay, no, yeah, that's.
And then from that point on, every time like I'm freestyling, I get into a good flow, and I feel that shit. I'm just on. I'm right in pocket with everything. Like, you know what I mean? Like I wrote it down.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
You remember the rap you wrote over that motherfucker?
I don't.
You don't? Okay.
I probably got the tape somewhere because we used to record like, you know, we had a tape recorder. We record, you know what I mean? Play the joint, run it back, and then tape over that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I probably got to find them tapes though, because I know I got a bunch of wild shit.
Right. Yeah, well, you know how it is when you first started, yo. You know,
I used to make my own beats with my mouth.
Okay.
Like beatbox.
Okay.
Record that and then go back and rap over the beat that I made with my mouth.
Okay, what you had, like a little 4-track or something?
I had like a tape recorder in a stereo, so I would play.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh,
that's how I made my first tape.
Okay, so you would beatbox on the joint where it had the microphone built into the recorder, right? Then he would take that tape, put it in a bigger boombox, play it next to that motherfucker, and rap over.
Yeah, rap over.
Woo!
Yeah. That's before studio.
Yeah, bro.
Studio back then.
Yeah, bro. Like I thought he might have had like a little 4-track. They used to have these little 4-tracks and shit.
No, like it's a stereo that my brother gave to me when he came home to jail.
Right.
He had the joint, and when he was in jail, he came home, he gave it to me. I still got that stereo to this day. It don't work no more, but I still got it.
I mean, it's
and the tape recording my uncle gave to me. So,
okay.
Man, I used to put both together. That's how I made tapes. I made a whole tape.
1998, 99, some shit like that. Okay, now, I'm about to go somewhere else, but now we're saying something about 98, 99. Deep Conversations.
Okay.
Real Conversations? What the fuck is the name of it?
Deep Conversations.
Deep Conversations. Off of Cooking with Gasoline.
Yeah.
Yo, that's one of my favorites.
For real?
Yeah.
So when you first heard that, where did it take you back to? Like, did it take you back to a time in your life?
It took me to before we could record this shit on this phone. Like you said, you wasn't sliding in bro's DMs. You sliding up on her telling her she gorgeous, and you had to spit real game. You had to have good game. You had
no game. You ain't had no chicks.
You knew people's phone numbers.
Right.
You know what I mean? You would have them on your pieces of paper or a little book. It take you back to pre-internet.
Facts.
Like
facts.
Pre-phones. Everybody ain't had no phone. Motherfuckers might have had a pager back then. Like, you know what I mean?
Facts. The motherfucker. Just before, like, some people had cordless phone, but a lot of times your moms or grandma had that, and they
the phone all the way back here, right? Yeah. You picking up the cord, you can walk with the cord all the way. You can do all this.
All the way through the house.
You can do all this shit.
Real talk.
And then you gotta go back and hang the motherfucker up. Yeah.
That's what we talking about.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying. I wanted people to visualize that, so that's what I was trying to do when I made that song. Like, I wanted people to.
Yeah, you took me there.
Yeah,
you took me there.
And I wanted to shoot a video actually, because it's not as harsh as some of my other music is. So I was gonna get my daughter to play like the actual girl in the video,
okay.
the little kid that looked similar to me, and I kind of wanted to get her in there because she into like videography and photography and stuff like that.
Okay, so we definitely gotta hone that, and we got pump that up.
I got a camera and all that, so
that's
I'm
dope.
trying to get her into that. She more like taking pictures right now.
Okay.
She ain't on the video side yet, but we working on that.
Yeah, she get
Started
there.
early, she's 16.
Yeah,
so
she'll get there. You know what I'm saying?
I want to have her own business, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. Shit, like you saying, you can get a starter now, you know what I mean?
She already got gigs, she got birthday parties, stuff like that, so 16-year-old birthday party when they got the, you know what I mean?
Yep.
All the balloons up and they get all made up.
Okay.
Yeah, she took a couple
okay.
like that, so.
That's dope. That's wonderful.
Started early.
Yeah, it's supposed to. You know what I mean? Hopefully that passion will turn into to nothing but huge success. You know what I'm saying?
You never know how it's gonna blossom. But
and as a parent, we gotta let our children.
I wish
go
I
the
had
journey.
that when I was young. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, I ain't know what I wanted to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? So now I try to instill that into my kids. If it's something they like, or they got passion or something. Start young. Start doing that shit.
Yeah.
Get money doing it. Like,
yep.
We ain't had, like you said, social media.
Oh, free advertisement
platform.
Bro, this is free advertisement. You can put yourself everywhere for pennies on the dollar, if that.
These YouTubers getting all this money. They don't go to work, they in their house.
Man.
You know what I mean? That's how they get paid. I wish we had that when we was young.
Yeah.
Gotta utilize that shit.
Absolutely. So, speaking upon the youth of your children. So at this time, you still in high school. You was coming up out of these doors, running these hallways.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Falling in love with hip hop. Becoming an MC. Who and what was like influential? Cause I think I got some in my mind, but like what and who was influential to you as an MC, as an artist? You know what I mean? As you started growing. And it could be anything in life, you know, it ain't got necessarily be.
I can start the first person ever, or first artist, and this was back when I was like 9 years old. I would have to say Snoop.
Snoop, okay.
Yeah, that was the first.
Okay.
That was my first favorite
Okay.
rapper.
At 9 years old, okay.
Yeah, and then it went straight from Snoop to Meth.
Okay. Yeah, they came out right around the same time.
And then from Method Man, I was everywhere. I started recognizing the East Coast, West Coast, like South, like whoever was out, Scarface and out, and then, you know what I mean, everybody like that.
Okay.
But that was my first favorite MC. But I would have to say Snoop.
Okay.
And then from there, it just evolved. You know, you got got your Dipset era with Cam, Jewels, Jimmy. You got Rockefeller. You got State Property. You know what I mean? That was like, that molded me into working on my craft and being sharp with the buzz. You know what I mean? So that's like...
Yeah, because you definitely, I mean,
Yeah.
no disrespect. No disrespect, he one of the greatest rappers. Snoop definitely ain't a ballsmith.
No.
You know what I mean?
Nah.
He ain't,
It was more so about the flow, man.
Yeah, but I get that with you. Okay. Early on, and you be about you, excuse my French, you know, fuck, I'm gonna say it the cool way. You be about the ladies and all that. Like, that's a big, I can tell that's a big niche for you.
But you see what? I kind of grew to understand my demographic and my fan base. I can easily do the hard shit, but
Yeah, you said that in Chef Gutter.
Yeah.
Food for thought. First,
Yeah.
you said it was one of your first balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
it's easy for me to do the hard shit. But for me to get females to feel my music and the type of songs I make and the stuff I talk about, I feel like that's a little more of a challenge for me. Even though it's easier now because I know the blueprint.
Right, okay.
But I feel like if I can do that, then I can get dudes to listen to it because I'm gonna have something for everybody. You feel what I'm saying? It's like I always been well rounded as far as an artist.
I would say, yo, to me, you got like player shit.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like I'm fuck it. I'm kind of say. I'm just say this to y'all to make y'all aware of something to put y'all in mind of that y'all may be familiar with. If y'all ain't familiar with this, bro, it puts me in like the mix between. Wale reminds me of him.
Right.
That kind of vibe.
Right.
I was about to try to mix
Right.
something up, and I'm like, nah,
Yeah,
it's lyrical and it's player and it's smooth. But
I get that.
But you can be a dude and fuck with it. I'm gonna tell you even why. Cause your tone,
Right.
your voice. You know what I mean? Now Drake is great, you know, but
Yeah,
everybody
but
don't
I'm
want to
being
hear that
soft shit.
Yeah, everybody don't want to, you know, sound like a teddy bear and
Right,
shit.
right.
Respectfully, but all right. So, do you remember when you finally made like your first, I don't know, tape or CD? I know you said you did the one, but I'm talking about like an official album,
yeah.
official album.
My first album was called The Raw Fluid. And I shot that, well, not shot that, I recorded that between my man Scooby, he used to live off Lexington Street, his house, and my man Easy. Easy
Okay.
Money made tracks for Christine and Millie Young.
Word. Okay.
Yeah, I do a lot of production for a group called Araya back in the day from Baltimore.
It was called what?
Araya. Drew Hill.
That was the Broads?
Yeah.
That sound familiar.
Yeah, one of my best friends.
In the early 2000s?
Yeah.
That sound
Yeah,
familiar.
they was
shit.
popping. They was popping. They was on all the, you know what I mean, the Stone Soul Picnics and Ad Friends and
Yeah,
all
that
them
sound
shows.
real familiar.
They was plugged in. They was working on getting a deal. They got close, but they never could really get to that next step.
Yeah.
And then they kind of like broke up.
All right.
But yeah, Easy. He really taught me how to all the shit as far as the music, record myself, engineering. So like that's why I do all my own stuff to this day because he taught me how to do that shit back in 2004, 3, 4. So like
Yep, you do
my
right
first
on the
album.
You just might need some hardware to make beats. I was Fruity Loops and shit out back
Yeah,
then.
that shit was out.
I can't remember.
Fruity Loops.
I can't remember. I knew it was out
I got
around
Pro
there.
Tools though. I got Pro Tools.
You got
already.
Pro Tools, okay.
And then when I got Pro Tools, that was it. I had Pro Tools ever since.
Ever since then, okay.
Yeah, since way back.
Okay.
But yeah, that first album I sent to Unruly Records.
Oh,
I was trying to get my album put out in the stores.
okay.
You know, back then you had to go through them and get like BTLR, and
Yeah, Metro.
FYE,
Metro.
and all that shit like that. So I sent them the joint. Scotty B. called me
DJ
up.
Scotty B, okay.
DJ Scotty B. I had to give him a plug, pause. Called me up and was like, look, we want to talk to you. Come up to the office. And this is around the same time Boss Man was out. Boss Man had just did big numbers here and got to deal with So Def and all that
Okay.
back then. And they called me up there, him and Sean Caesar. They talked to me and he was like, look, we want to sign you to be the first rap artist. And I was the first rap artist on Unruly Records. Y'all can go check that. J Child. So
They was the black and yellow labels.
Yep.
Yeah. I know. I used to DJ.
Yeah, all the DJs,
Yeah.
all the record pools, everybody was plugged in with them.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I was one of the first, if not the first, rap
Okay.
artist that was signed to Unruly Records. That was wrestling. From that point on, we just kept moving. I just kept working, kept knocking out music.
Right.
Of course, you know how like sometimes the artist making all the music, but you feel like the label ain't doing what they supposed to do on their side.
Yeah, to get this shit about here.
Yeah, so I was doing what I was supposed to be doing, but I wasn't getting the same from them. And then over the years, I kind of felt like it held me back, but it just made me a better artist. So I had to part ways from that and just start doing my own shit.
Yeah, because y'all sitting there holding this music house.
That's how you got the J Child name. I changed flip the script on.
Okay, did a Prince on there.
Yeah, that's how you get.
So y'all get to keep that.
Yeah, they can have J Child.
Y'all got all that content.
Yeah, because I mean, I really just did mixtapes. Now, I was killing with the mixtape. I had the flu seasons. I put them out. I had
You got volumes of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
3 or 4. I'm gonna say 3. I don't know if it's 4. I definitely had like 3 joints that I put out.
Okay. All right. So, 10 years ago, this is 2011, you decided to step away from that, name yourself VIP Gutter.
Facts.
So they can have that. So now 2011, so you grown as a motherfucker.
I'm like 26, 27.
Yeah, so you've been doing that, so you from the time you saying, yeah, you was rhyming 10 years by that.
Right, easy.
Well seasoned. Like you saying, if you in there, you honing your craft for it, they pretty much letting you hone your craft.
Right.
They fucking up not putting out the music.
Right. They dropped the ball on that.
All right, well, shout out to them. You know what I mean? Regardless.
It's all love. Like,
Regardless. Shout out to
like,
them.
Scotty's still my man. Sean Caesar's still my man. Like, we cool. I still rock with a lot of the DJs.
Yeah.
Quick, all of them. You know what I mean? He's still good. It's business. You gotta keep it moving. If that's your passion, it's something you want to do. You don't let nobody hold you back.
Not at all. Not at all. And it's been long enough. Like,
Get independent money.
Right.
Because we definitely get independent money over here.
Man,
Streams is where it's at.
Can you be a hoe for me? Touch your toe for me. Put it all the way down your throat until you choke for me. Can you be a hoe for me? You a pro for me.